Hey guys, Chris Samuels again with VoiceNation. Welcome back. We're back to our second session of the Facebook Go Live series where we help you get the most out of your account that you have at VoiceNation. And if you don't remember, I am a sales consultant here at VoiceNation. Many of you may remember me from when we set up your account. And also, if you were to call in and need some additional assistance with a secondary account, you may get me or my counterpart, Elizabeth. Certainly look forward to working with you on that. I have a very special guest with me today, and that is Rachel.
Hi.
Say hi, Rachel.
Hey, guys.
Rachel is with our implementation onboarding team. She's one of the really smart people over there. I'm not allowed to be on that team. That's just for the really left-brain folks. She is one of our, what we call a scripting artist. She's the one that can make your dreams of what you want your scripting to be with how we're answering your phones and your different call types. She builds that into reality for all of us. So smart is she that I'll ask her a question. Rachel, yesterday was Tuesday. What is today?
It's hump day.
I told you she was smart. Well, you can see we like to have fun over here at VoiceNation. Yes, it's Wednesday and it is hump day. So I hope that everyone out there is having a wonderful Wednesday. You're getting closer to the end of your week. So we've had some questions come to us this week from some people that had sent questions in. One came to us from Jennifer. She had questions about forwarding her lines. It's a very common question here. Rachel, you can jump in anytime to address this because Rachel fields a lot of these questions from our current client set with regards to forwarding the lines. So I wanted to give you my take on that. I'll address what her exact question is, and then Rachel can address some of that for us. But Jennifer came to us and she said, you know, primarily what I have the service for and what I'm using the service for today is during our normal work day when we are having a team meeting or we are having some sort of a situation where we've got an absentee from the receptionist or our receptionist goes to lunch, we want to be able to forward the lines to you, which is fantastic. So she wants to know if it's okay for her to forward her lines to us at any time, or does she have to give us prior notice? So I'll let Rachel address that for us.
So Jennifer, you don't need to give us any notice. So we are live 365, 24/7, so you don't have to give us notice. You can just start forwarding the lines and we'll start taking your calls. And even Jennifer, if your receptionist is busy, you know, she can only take one call at a time. You can even talk to your phone carrier and set up a busy forward. So if she's not able to answer the phones, it'll roll over to us and we'll take a message for you.
So thank you, Rachel, very much for that. So yeah, there's no prior notice that's needed for actually forwarding your lines to us. We've got all your scripting ready. If you forwarded the lines to us, we got you all taken care of. There's no reason to give us prior notice. So at any time that you want to forward the lines, Jennifer, just go ahead and do that. In addition to that, there's many accounts that we have, so that leads me on to a second point, where they're forwarding the lines over at maybe 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or when you're closing your business at the end of the day. You can just forward your lines to us knowing that we have those lines for you. Many people will call in, though, to ensure that we've got those lines. Trust me, guys, we got you. We always do. We have a second question that's come to us. Oh, look who this is. It's Cassandra. Cassandra comes to us from Tacos, Nachos, and Balloons. That's one of our favorite accounts. Guys, she's got one of the best answer phrases. Our operators love it. It goes something like this. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is Chris. Thank you for calling Tacos, Nachos, and Balloons. If you're having a great day and you know it, have a taco. What was Cassandra asking today? Oh, it looks like she's been on our dashboard. Guys, I hope everyone out there is using their dashboard to their full extent. I will remind you that you can always get another dashboard tutorial at any time that you want. You can always call into support. Rachel, what's that number?
877-766-5050, option 3.
And then you would just choose option 2 and say, hey guys, I need to get a better understanding of my dashboard, and could go through a little tutorial. It looks like she's been using her dashboard, which I applaud. Very good, Cassandra. Also, it looks like she is seeing that she's over her allotted minutes for the month. Guys, just remember, even if you go over your allotted minutes for the month, we never shut you off. But maybe it does make sense if you get into overages that you might want to upgrade. So her question is, can I upgrade mid-month? The answer to that question is an emphatic yes. You can upgrade or downgrade your accounts at any time that you choose to. So this is how it would work. Correct me where I'm wrong. If, in fact, you want to upgrade at mid-month, so you've already paid for a minute package for that month. What you would do if you want to upgrade to the next size package, and that would be fine, you would pay the difference between what you've already paid for the package that you have and what the cost of the new package would be for that month. Okay, so you pay the difference for that. So it's prorated in that regard. And then you would have that many allotted minutes for your new size plan that you're on. Going into the next month, you would be billed the amount for that size package, and you would have that larger bucket of minutes to use. Fantastic question there, Cassandra. We really appreciate it.
And guys, if you don't know what plan you need to be on, you can always call our support team at 877-766-5050, option 3, and they'll definitely recommend which plan you need to be on.
When choosing option 3, you can choose option 2 for a normal support question that you might have regarding scripting if you need to make some scripting changes. If it was a billing question like this one would be considered, you would just choose option number 1. Thanks, Cassandra. Looks like we've got a question that came in earlier in the week from Saeed with Miller Construction. I'll let you address a little bit of this, but this is a common question that I think we get on a regular basis, and we also get it during the sales consultation, which I would be handling on a normal basis. So Saeed's with Miller Construction, and they're a remodeler. So they're doing construction, you know, deck rebuilding, bathroom remodels, things of that nature. But it looks like Saeed and Miller Construction is going to be acquiring a second company, and that second company is going to be roofing. So they're going to have Miller Construction and Miller Roofing. The question that Saeed has is, will I need a secondary account? It's a very good question. And there's 2 answers to that question, and really you would have to define that for yourself. The first question is, yes, you would need a secondary account if in fact you're going to need a unique answering phrase. So if you want us to answer your phones just for your construction projects, for your construction client set, we would need to answer the phones, thank you for calling Miller Construction, versus if you wanted to get a secondary account, okay, that would have a unique answer phrase, that would have a different phone number, that forwards to us, or that you're putting on signage on a magnet on the side of your truck, signage in, you know, out there in subdivisions, whatever, or on your website, we could answer the phones, thank you for calling Miller Roofing. So that would be 2 different size accounts. Since the Miller Roofing is going to be a new business for you, and you wanted to have 2 separate answer phrases, which means you would have 2 separate accounts, you could start very small. Today we have like a 30-minute for $30, basically $1 a day, guys, to have an answering service where we take messages and send them over. That would be a great starting place for the Miller Roofing size account, and we'll grow that business with you, and then you can upgrade your accounts in accordance with the additional traffic that you're receiving. Now, that's one solution. Again, keep me honest and correct me where I'm wrong, Rachel.
I will.
Okay.
Always.
All right, so the other way we could do it is this. You could have 1 account with 1 answer phrase. An example, for Saeed, we could have, thank you for calling Miller Enterprises. So Miller Enterprises would mean the 2 companies that are under, so you'd have Miller Construction and Miller Roofing. Thank you for calling Miller Enterprises. This is Chris, can I help you? Our operators would listen to what the inbound caller is stating, and then would quickly define what the call is regarding. Oh, I thought I was calling Miller Construction. Oh, yes, you have reached Miller Construction. What type of a project do you have ongoing? That would be a new client. They're looking for a proposal, and we would collect the appropriate information with regards to what Miller Construction needs prior to us making a transfer. Or they may say, oh, is this Miller Roofing? We would say, absolutely yes. You've reached Miller Roofing. How can we help you? Same situation in such that we would have a call type set up for Miller Roofing. So in that regard, you could have 1 larger account that encompasses both companies, and our operators would have the unique call types set up for the 2 different businesses. Under those call types, we would collect that information, and then we'd send that information out to your predetermined locations that it needs to go to for the 2 different businesses. Great question, Syed. I really appreciate it. Is there any more questions that our family has out there today?
And while we're waiting on more questions, I'll even go back to what Chris said. If you have 2 companies into 1 account, that's where I come in and make logic-based scripting, so we can definitely make sure that calls are routed correctly versus if it's construction, roofing. If you have multiple locations and they need to go to a certain state or a certain zip code, we can definitely do that for you.
Fantastic. The scripting that we have here is unique, as many of you know, because you are using our logic-based scripting in such that we can even do call trees. She'll correct me again where I'm wrong because that sits on her side of the fence. But where we can ask a question that's a yes or no answer, defining what the operator will put into the scripting. And from there, it will go down a call tree, taking us to the next question, which might be different if they say yes versus no, making sure that all of your calls and the routing for the questions that the inbound caller is asking and the information that we're collecting are going to exactly where they need to go every single time without fail. So guys, I want to thank all of you for joining us today. I want to thank my special guest, Rachel.
Thank you for having me.
Do know that we will have additional special guests in the weeks to come. I welcome you to come back every week at the same time. Please send your questions, as our 2 clients did, and we have others that will be coming in for next week. You can send them ahead of time, and I will be addressing them with my special guests each week. Thank you very much for all of you that have joined, and thank you very much for the questions that you have sent. I look forward to also your comments and those additional questions coming this week. Again, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for utilizing VoiceNation. We love taking care of your business.